Welcome back to Patman Garage. We've got yet another modification to do. This time the daily driver is going to get some love. So I've got a Raptor steering wheel, and I bought some covers for deleting the paddle shifters. So I don't really feel the need to have paddle shifters on a daily driver that I honestly do not drive sporty at all. I'm going to pull the paddle shifters off the Raptor steering wheel. The other benefit of having the paddle shifters deleted off the Raptor steering wheel is now I'm going to have some donor paddle shifters for fitting. So, I'll unbox this stuff and see what it takes to swap them out onto the steering wheel. And here we go. So there's the new Raptor steering wheel all wrapped up and looking pretty, and these are the aluminum paddle shifters we're going to take off. So it looks like there's two Torx that are probably a Torx 25. Well, I was close. It's a 20, not a 25, but nevertheless, we'll get these out of here. Okay, looked like there may also be some sort of screw from the front. So the cover obviously looks like the back paddle shifter thing, but then it looks like there's one more screw on the front side. So the steering wheel trim may have to come off to do this. We'll find out. Let's take a look. Should just slide off and then we can unplug it. Okay, so this is completely free now, and I don't plan to run the heated steering wheel because my truck doesn't have that. I also am going to keep that whole, I'm going to attempt to swap my current inner fascia trims. With a resounding thud. Alright. Got all the screws out of it. Got it completely stripped down. Now we can put our blanks in from the back side. Like that. They actually fit pretty nicely and they look pretty nice. Let me see if I can use the factory ones, because I won't need them for the paddle shifters. See if the screws bite at all. Oh, like 4 sets of hands here. I guess I'll go ahead and try to get the other one started. I'll have this side of the steering wheel facing me. So those are just snug down. Now the only thing, they look the same. I was going to say that I was thinking that maybe these screw heads were taller and they weren't going to clear, you know, behind fitment wise behind the steering wheel, but they're the same. The heads are the same thickness as the screws they provided. So let's scoot over again and finish checking, tightening down the front ones. Cool. So this guy actually didn't need to come out. Didn't realize that the harness was just kind of tangled. So we are ready to take apart the truck and see what that side looks like. Hopefully this is picking up where we left off. This is now several days later and I'm at work, so yeah, we'll see how this video actually comes together. But anyways, we're gonna pop the airbag off. And there's 2 holes, one on each side, that you put a screwdriver into, and then you can press there's like a metal spring bar. You press it out of the way and then the tabs are released for the airbag. So I'm gonna do that, and before I do that I'm gonna disconnect the battery just to make sure that I don't have any deployments. Well, it ended up being that my pocket screwdriver coming in from the side wasn't going to be long enough to reach to my tabs, so I had to find an alternate solution. Alternate solution is a long Torx bit. It's 1/4 inch drive. This is a Torx 15, and that was long enough to go in the hole and deploy my hook. So this is the airbag side, and when the tool comes in to push that, you're pushing, you come in this hole in the side of the airbag and you're pushing on this spring in here like that. When the spring's deployed, it is releasing the spring out from behind this hook, so it takes quite a bit of force to deploy the spring and get around the hook. So it's got to travel about a 1/4 inch or so. It's pretty meaty hook there. So got that off, then I unplugged my airbag connector, and then I pulled my fascia trim off, and I had to unclip it from the steering wheel and then unplug it from the clock spring. And now I'm gonna zip off my center nut, which is a 24, and we'll get this steering wheel off of here, get everything else transferred over. Now it's important to make sure you don't rotate your clock spring several revolutions. You can break the clock spring, so that's an important note to have. And we have our new steering wheel loaded up. I got my blanks installed already, and we'll get it popped in the truck, and then we'll put my original black trim on it, and we'll put the airbag back in it. Okay, so these are my heated steering wheel connectors. I don't need, I'm probably going to wrap them in foam just to make sure they don't rattle inside of here. That would drive me crazy. And I'm going to grab the center trim. So here's some generic felt adhesive foam that I've got. I'm gonna cut a section of it and wrap my connectors I don't need. That guy actually gets clipped over there. I forgot about that. So that guy gets clipped off to the side. I guess I'll show you this too. The center connectors, they have a orange tab you gotta lift up. So there's the two different modes there. So you have the yellow one is completely clipped. The teal one is partially clipped. Okay, and then, so whenever I take them off, I just come in here with a pocket screwdriver and just gently wedge in there like that and give it a little twist and it pops up. And then to undo the next one, do the same thing, just do a little twist like that and it pops out. So when you pop it back in, that's all you need to do. Got my airbag all plugged back together, and then we'll pop it in. Listen for those two positive clips, and we're ready to pull off our protective wrap. That is done. She's looking good. So that is black Raptor wheel, red center, original black airbag, original black trim, and no pedals. So just the way I wanted it. I appreciate y'all checking out another video of mine, and this one's relatively easy, but the fun will be trying to get the paddles to work in Fitty. So stay tuned for that in the future, and I will catch y'all on the next one.